Bam, what's up? Hey guys, welcome to well look, the page speaks for itself. Remove high elves. So me and Ultra are here. Hi Ultra.
Hey,
So we're here today to talk about something that came up in the new trunk changes. It's been discussed for a little while, but they finally pulled the trigger. High elves are being axed, and I just want to let everyone know that that's the case. Uh, Rest in peace. They're going to the high heavens, not the deep heavens, the high ones. But yeah, so here's the reasoning before we start. So high elves are a relatively uninteresting species in terms of gameplay, feeling somewhat like Tengu but with weapon specialization like Merfolk. Their theme originates from Tolkien, so back when we were Lindley's dungeon crawl, not dungeon crawl stone soup, and a source of lore that Crawl is trying to borrow less from these days. Their gorgeous blonde hair, notwithstanding, this particular Tolkien reference wasn't particularly interesting, and especially with ogres now having a newly improved casting aptitudes, there's a wide range of hybrid magic oriented species, with high elves being increasingly redundant. So there's the people outside. Ultra, can you hear that? I hope you.
barely. It's fine.
Fuck, dude. I start like they were quiet for like 30 minutes. I start recording, they start shouting. Fuck.
It's
Oh,
fine.
I'm so triggered. Holy shit. Okay. Anyway, so let's talk high elves. All right. So what are high elves? So I got over
What are
here.
high elves? What is
Hey,
Dungeon
not
Crawler Stone Soup?
everyone knows what is the internet. Anyway, not everyone knows about high elves. So if you guys, oh shit, wait, this is the wrong one. So if you guys, if I'm gonna flick over here to my Demise speedrun account. So you can see the high elves here. They have like, okay, so they have some pretty like vaguely dodgy. They have like this weird image in their head where they're like dodgy casters with some kind of long blades because they have a +2 to short and long blades, and like that's about it. They don't. They have slow leveling, fairly low HP, I think, and yeah, that's pretty much what they do.
When you're saying they have, you should be talking in past tense.
Well, you know what they say. The game doesn't really change until the next stable, right? Maybe they'll revive lol jokes. No, they won't revive. High elves are
No,
dead,
yeah, go
boys.
on.
High elves are dead. Rest in peace. Make sure to comment F to pay respects. I want to see 100 of those. Every single person viewing that video should comment F. We got to pay respects to those high elves. They're finally gone. Oh, that's me
And
uploading.
and we'll get there, but to ogre maces and flails at the speed.
Shh,
I
no
want to see.
spoilers, Ultra.
I want to see
This is why.
respects.
This is why we can't have a serious conversation. Every single time, Ultra's like, "Hey, you know that thing we're going to talk about in 20 minutes? Yeah, let's talk about that right now. Yeah, let's mention it. Yeah,
Yeah, you already touched on that. The commit touched on that.
yeah, but I was not explaining it. But then you
All right, we'll
explained it.
just don't worry. We'll
Shh.
edit that bit out. Just
Yeah, we'll edit it
we'll
out.
edit it
Except
out.
I'm uploading it in 10 minutes. So yeah, nah. Like, okay, so the comment here just basically says, "Oh, look, elves are gone now," which leaves us with only uh, deep elf. Holy
The
shit!
deep kind. Yeah.
I completely forgot about like what deep elves were called for a second there. I was like, deep dwarf? What? So now we only have deep dwarves and deep elves, which is kind of weird. Yeah, it's really weird. So let's think. So out of all the races that are being removed now, we've got sludge elf, mountain dwarf, gnoll, gnome. Uh, what are the other ones? Grey elf, high elf. Are there any other ones? There are a couple that
Did you
didn't
say
make it in.
hillocks?
Oh, I wish hillocks. No, no, no.
Oh wait, no, no, hillock, mountain dwarfs. Sorry.
I said that. I
All
said that.
right, I
I
wasn't
said
listening.
that, Ultra. You're wasting my time. No, okay. Alright, that's fine. Anyway,
There,
so
there
we've
were
got a
also
whole bunch of these
some.
ones. Hmm?
There were ogre mages as well.
Oh yeah,
That
ogre
was elf
mages. Yeah,
class.
yeah.
I think just plain elves once upon a time.
No, they were called grey elves, weren't they?
I've seen really old log files where it just says was an elf.
Oh,
So I wasn't playing the game then.
well, no,
And
none
then
of
there are a
us were.
couple of
I don't think I was born then, actually.
no,
Like,
probably
to be
not.
honest. Anyway, yeah, I'm
There
a
are also
baby.
some experimental races that never
Yeah, we
actually
don't count
officially
those.
made
We
it.
don't. Let's not count those. Those are silly. Lava orcs. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Anyway, some people like them, some people hate them, but I didn't really like them that much. I think I have a win with them, but whatever. Anyway, so high elves. Let's talk about why high elves are good and why high elves are bad. So Ultra, I think you're a little bit. Do you think you're more into high elves than me, or what? What are you thinking?
you mean
What's your reaction?
why they
What's your
were good
reaction?
and why they were bad. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. because as soon as they removed haste, they pretty much gutted the charm school. And then that's the main reason why you would pick a high elf over most other things, because
That
you wanted
is
to go
possibly
charms.
the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard you say. What in the
No,
what
it's
fuck
true.
what?
They
Hello?
had a really good
What?
they had a
Dude,
really good charms aptitude.
you know that the chance aptitude's better in Deep Elves, right? And it's the same in Merfolk, which is pretty much the same race.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
But that's
what are you talking about? What? Okay.
what
They're not haste. What? You pick haste because your character can get haste, not because of the high elf. What? What is this
no.
game?
No, I mean one of the main reasons you would pick a high elf is because you want to go charms.
So essentially, Ultra is just talking completely out of his ass, guys. I'm sorry that he's on here today. Where's Alco? Oh wait, I don't want him either. Damn, the cast is getting small, Ultra. Once you get killed, much like the high elf, who else will be remaining? You know,
You
who
have to use
else?
former crawl players.
All the former Crawford. I get Z in here, and he'll just be like, "What's a high elf? I wasn't play. I stopped playing when those got introduced. You know what I mean?
Wait, was this in point 18?
I don't remember that. What high elves? Anyway, so high elves were. I actually do agree with the removal of high elves. They're pretty boring vanilla races. Um, in terms of like they have not much going for them. They're kind of like humans, but like kind of slightly more annoying to play, slightly weaker in certain areas, and kind of shoehorned into the long blades route. I mean, they made pretty decent reposters now that the long blades got repost, but
Yeah.
like I think that was cool. I think they should have. I don't think that they should have removed them, but I can see why they removed them. Essentially, like
Yeah.
that's
I don't think anyone's going to be too sad about this. So I
oh,
don't think
dude, have you seen Sludge Elves, man? So many people are like, I'll never play this game again. Sludge Elves are
yeah.
dead. Sludge Elves were like the most boring race in the game. I looked at them, I played them, I was like, what is this shit? Nothing is in here. It's just stats. It's vanilla stats. Transmutations is high. Wow. You've made an excellent new race. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fighting is low and dodging is high. Wow, I've never seen a race that has that. Like, there was nothing about Sludge Elves that had anything, but people are just like, Sludge Elf was, whew, I can't play this game anymore. Just play human,
There'll
it's the same
be
thing.
there'll be some subset of people who get mad whenever you remove anything. But I doubt there's
Yeah,
anyone who was thinking, High Elf is my favorite race. You just removed everything I love about Crawl. I don't know. I don't think
I
there's
mean,
any
like,
reason you could
you're
love High
right.
Elves.
Like, I mean, rest in peace, the High Elf Conjurer speedruns from Purple Red, but he can just do Deep Elf. I mean, he loves
No,
those
they
Deep
were deep.
Elves.
They were deep
No,
elf.
he did High Elf as well. He said High Elves were pretty good. So, rest
Yeah,
in
but
peace, the pretty good strat.
his best runs though are deep elf.
Oh, of course, because Deep Elf just destroys High Elf in a fight.
They're just better. Yeah.
This is all the German. I'm just scrolling
I'll
down
tell
to
you what
see what.
else.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what else high elves were good for.
yeah.
Because they have both a pretty good summoning and a pretty good air magic
Shut up!
aptitude.
Shut up! Get out! Get out! Don't talk to me!
you know, you
Don't
know
talk
where
to
this is
me!
going.
I'm putting that spell in the bottom of my tier list. Like I'm putting that down there. Just that's the ultra violent tier. You know. For those of you that don't know what we're talking about Lightning Spire. The fact that he has just a massive hard on for it.
The best spell in the game.
He'll get it on any character, even if it makes no
The
sense on
best
that
spell.
character. What about shadow creatures?
No. It's
Yeah, you clearly
it
don't know what
costs
you're talking
about
about.
it costs 1,000,000 spell levels.
No, it costs 6.
Yeah, that's way more than 4.
Yeah, but it's a single school spell, so it doesn't matter. It's the best spell.
No man.
Yeah, it is.
Lightning Spire. Best
No,
spell.
Lightning Spire. You can
Confirmed.
only have one Lightning Spire. I can have 60 different allies with me. Therefore,
You don't
better.
need more than one.
Yeah, you do because like the Lightning Spire only shoots in a line like a little shit, you know. And the Lightning Spire, like it's dumb and it's sad, and you know if it was alone at lunchtime, like no one would be surprised. You know what I mean? Because you can only have one of them. You summon another one, the other one disappears. They're loners. I don't like that.
The only reason it's alone at lunchtime is because it killed everything.
Yeah, dude, I don't want a psychopath for 4 mana. You know what I mean? I want some nice draconian packs. I want some nice ogre packs. I want that safety in numbers. You know what I mean? I like playing that co-op style, not that solo shit. You know, it's disgusting. It's gross. It's sick. doesn't even have a heart. It can't even doesn't even know if you're attacking it or not. It's an idiot. Oh, it actually
It's
does.
very problematic.
Anyway, so high elves have been removed. Do we want to say anything else about that? Because we've got another big topic coming up in just a second, and both of us have actually agreed on this beforehand, so you know it's a really weird change.
First time ever, maybe.
Probably, yeah. We actually agreed 3 times in a row. It was kind of disgusting. I was like,
Yeah.
"Do we make out now? Like, what's the deal here?" Um. So yeah, Ultra, you got anything to do with high elves? Anything else?
Not really. Although I'll just add that I won't be surprised if Charms as a school follows pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, the only one that we really care about now is like reflect and deflect missiles. Just put them in air. Like, what else is there? Charm wise,
Regen
regen, necromancy spell,
and spectral weapon.
hex spell, or
Hex, yeah.
summoning. Hex summoning. It's fine. Like, all good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, hang on, my door just opened randomly. I'm just gonna go ahead and close that. So, Ultra, please introduce us to the next thing. Oh, hang on, I gotta mute myself. 1 second. Uh, Ultra, can you talk about the next change? I'm gonna switch over.
Sure. Are you showing it on your screen? I'm going to go with yes. Okay, so this next change that's been implemented at the same time, it is to increase Ogre spellcasting aptitudes and decrease Males and Flails aptitudes. And the change is as follows. As an alternative to the proposal of a Bassa Chinook, I looked that up and I don't know. I don't know what that thing is. As a large caster race, instead, let ogres take more advantage of their ogre mage heritage with -1 spell school aptitudes across the board. Also give them more starting int but less strength dex, and significantly decrease their
Maces and
maces
flails, dude.
and flails aptitudes. Words are so hard. They're still uniquely able to make the most of giant spike clubs, but now require more of an investment to do so. The extra XP cost for GSC usage is likely more than made up for by the XP saved on spell schools.
All right,
Are
so
you back?
yeah, I'm
Please
back.
save me.
Yeah, okay. So
Save me.
it's funny because Ultra's already uploaded like 20 hours of him playing Crawl and talking by himself. But for some reason, I asked him to like read one single thing on my channel, and he's like, "What am I doing?"
I don't know how to read. It's so hard.
Ultra never learned how to read. Oh
No.
god. Anyway, okay, so let me just break this down for you here. Okay, so I brought over here some of the changes from Ogre. So this is the old Ogre. Sorry, this is the new Ogre, and this is the old Ogre. So I'll just kind of show you what's up. So the most of these have gone normal, but actually no. You know what? I think that it's easier to just do this. Okay, so I'm gonna go down to the changes. So the red ones are what it used to be, and the green ones are what it is now. So short blades have been changed from -4 to -3. Flails have been gone from +3 to -1. Staves is -1 to 0, and all of the spells have spell schools have gone from -3 to -1. Um, so overall, I think this is a really like shit change, pretty much. Like I can't really, I don't like the way that this is going. First of all, there's a couple of reasons actually. The first one being, Ogre is like among the like it's Ogre and Troll, the only two races that can actually use Giant Spike Club, right? Ogre is
Yeah,
like the
that's
one
right.
that Ogre is essentially. You never pick Troll for Giant Spike Club. You're gonna use your claws because you got claws.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
What is a
Ogres,
weapon troll? It's not even a
exactly.
thing.
That's stupid. Ogres have like their whole thing was Giant Spike Clubs. Why would you put that in? Why like +3 to -1 is how much of a change in EXP required? It's freaking ridiculous, actually. I remember
Yeah,
like
and
looking at it.
it's not even their best weapon now. So it's not even like, okay, well, they're crappy at weapons now. So you'll have to train way more for giant spike clubs. But it's now you'd rather pick pole arms on a troll than a mace.
On an ogre, you mean?
Yeah, on an ogre. Sorry, on a troll you'd rather pick claws,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah, because that's the only one that isn't shit aptitudes. But like,
What sort of a game do you pick pole arms on an ogre?
no,
I,
what's
I
really
I've seen I've seen Lord of the Rings. I don't remember the ogres marching into Moria with pole arms.
What's mostly fucked is that like they like put short blades to like from -4 to -3 and stays from -0 to -1 to 0 as if you're gonna fucking pick those things. You know what I mean? Like you want to pick a short blades race, why don't you just pick Kobold? You know, you want to pick a short blade race, pick high. Oh wait, they removed those. Hey, you want to pick stays, pick a high. Oh wait, they removed those too. Hey, but anyway, but like it's just so sad that like the best thing about an ogre is their +3 health, +3 fight, mason flails. Sorry, +3 health, +3 fighting, +3 mason flails. They got a lot of health. They got a lot of mason flails. They get their giant spike club up early, and now they're just like, what the fuck do we do now? And
And you throw rocks.
yeah,
That's
and
it.
you throw rocks,
Those are
but
the 3 reasons you pick an ogre.
yeah. So the 3
High
reasons are
health.
summarized.
That's it. That's it.
It's
That's why you pick an ogre.
tank shit,
That's it.
club shit, throw shit. You know what I mean? That's all you do with ogre. And you see me sometimes randomly playing mage ogre, but like fuck, man, like, what the hell? Worst of all, they decided to just shoehorn in magic into an ogre. It's like, what the fuck? Why'd you do that? What was? Just make a new race. It's fine. Like, why did you need ogre, who was a lovable fucking idiot who can just hit shit really hard and tank? Why did you turn them into a spellcaster race? Like, just make a spellcaster race. You know what I mean? Like, why not just use whatever the fuck those Basajonaks? Like, just use those. You know, like I feel like it's unnecessary and it's homogenized a lot of the things about ogre that we used to love. The thing is, let's look at the last couple of races, right? Formicid, Gargoyle. Are there other ones? Formicid, Gargoyle. What was the other one before that? I think that was actually it. Formicid,
They
Gargoyle.
got added.
Yeah, they got added.
Vinestalkers are pretty new too.
Yeah, okay. So like it's literally been did I just do that? Yes. It's literally been like exactly the same thing. Vinestalkers, Formicids, Gargoyles, yeah? Everything is across the board just bland average, and then you get one gimmick. That's it. The whole time, every race so far has just been bland stats, bland aptitudes, and then gimmick. One gimmick. Vinestalkers can't regenerate, but they have a bite. Oh, big fuck deal. Formicids have no teleport but can do stuff. Oh wow. Everything else is -1. Gargoyle is like everything. There's no real downside except low health, but like doesn't matter when you have 85 AC. Like
Exactly.
it just feels like every race is starting to become the same. And then like honestly, it's just like I don't understand why they're shoehorning all these races into everything is normal, but then you get a gimmick. It's this game isn't a mod pack. You're not like picking your character and then just being like, okay, I want to play a human, but I want him big. You know what I mean? That's not. I don't what like I want to pick a human, but I have the large trait. I want a human, but I have a no telly trait. I want a human, but I got I want to win the game. You know what I mean? Like that was a gargoyle joke, but Ultra didn't get it because he didn't laugh. I hate you, Ultra. How dare you? Laugh harder. There you go. Get that diaphragm in. Anyway, so that's what I think about it. What about you, Ultra? Let's think about what you got.
I don't mind gimmicks because that's kind of why you play it. But so, okay, well, let's say you have a race with a gimmick, right? So you're saying I'm going to play a human with a large trait, right?
Mhm.
At least that gives you some reason to play it. But if you then take the human with a large trait and you remove the large trait, then why are you playing it? That's kind of how I feel about the ogre change. The reason you play it is for the 3 things we said. So if you remove those, then why would you ever play an ogre? Does anyone want to play a crappy mage?
Yeah, that's like the main thing that's like really weird is like why you put the mage in there, but like I could just play Kobold. It's the same thing. I can play a mediocre mage, sure. I'll play Kobold. I'll get slightly better stats and everything, and then I'll just go ahead and train some more fighting. No big deal. Like it just doesn't make a lot of sense because especially because Kobold, even Kobold, like I'm trying to use Kobold as like the overall just generically decent but not really great caster, but Kobold can like at least wear stuff. They have pretty much everything an ogre has now except the health, like and they get other stuff in regards to that. Like health is not that great. Like now you're just playing Ogre for big health. That's it, right?
Yeah,
Big
that's it.
health,
It's
and
like,
because you're not gonna if you throw rocks, why are you using magic? You know what I mean? Just use melee. And if you're using
exactly.
melee, why are you playing Ogre? You want pole arms? Just use Merfolk. It's the same thing. You actually get spell casting, but it's charms. I mean, whatever, right?
Yeah. And the thing is as well that, so the reasoning they just gave for removing high elves pretty much applies almost word for word for the new Ogre Mage they've just made. So you've got a relatively uninteresting species that feels like a troll, right?
Yeah.
Their theme originates from Tolkien, which apparently we're trying to borrow less of these days. Like, it's the same reasoning. Why have crappy ogre mages that don't do anything special?
Like the thing is, will we actually feel like this is a interesting like I don't think Ogre Melee is going to be interesting anymore. It's not that big dynamic experience we're used to. Like rush for that giant spike club with that glorious +3, like get those big rocks in. You know what I mean? I don't feel like
Yeah,
it's going to be like that anymore. It's going to be
no.
like generic melee dude. Just play a troll. It's the same thing. Just play a
Yeah.
troll.
The whole
Like
point was you were this
fuck.
glass cannon with 1,000,000 damage, but you couldn't wear any armor. So you had this massively damaging weapon. You could throw these massively damaging rocks, and you had a lot of HP, but no armor. But now you can't. You lose so much of your damage. I
Like
don't know. I
you
don't
might be
get it.
like saying, "Oh, aptitudes, but demise aptitudes never mattered." You told us this. A +3 to a -1 is a 4 change in aptitudes. That's like you need, I think, double the amount of experience now to get to the same level or something like that. It's like pretty ridiculous. +3
It's
is
a lot.
really really big in terms of EXP. Like the reason why Merfolk is so good is because they have glorious +4 on their polearms, the highest weapon like aptitude of any race. It's just ridiculous how fast they can train that polearm. In comparison, like if you were to try to get like I don't know, a gargoyle to get maces and flails, you're gonna take way longer to get that mace and flails to 14 than you would with a merfolk to get the polearms to 14, right? Like it's just ridiculous how big of a change that was. I mean, if it was +1, I'd be like, okay, I guess. I mean, that's fine, I suppose. Like the reasoning is even weird as well. It's like the XP for Giant Spike Club usage is likely going to be made up by XP on spell schools.
That's a lie.
In what fucking scenario are you using the amount of EXP used to get a Giant Spike Club, which is like what 24 min delay? 24, right?
Yeah.
24 min delay.
24. Yeah.
In what
I
scenario
think
is
that's right.
that amount of EXP that you're saving going to be put into spell casting? Like, what spells am I trying to use here?
Yeah. And the
Haste?
way that
Oh
you
wait, they
train.
removed that. Like haste would be the only reason why a melee would pick up spells, right? Like with a feasible amount, like a decent amount of actual spells, actual magic, like
And Spire.
investment.
Spire.
I have large rocks. Why would I need spire?
You always need Spire.
Shut your mouth. Stop your bullshit. Yeah. All right. Like what am I gonna do with my ogre with all this great exp that I'm saving? Like fireball, iron shot. What? Okay. Like there is no real mid-level spell that an ogre is gonna be like, with that -2, with that extra +2 in all my magic, I'm gonna be able to cast that spell and hit my giant spike club on time. Like because you would hit Mindalay on a giant spike club in like what, D15 maybe?
Pretty
Like
fast
after lair?
if you really wanted
If
to.
you really wanted it, you could get it done by lair. Now it's gonna be like lol jokes, first rune, maybe second rune. Actually, no, probably second rune, I'd say. Because if you think about it, it's more EXP than a battle axe. So it's almost you're heading all the way towards giants, to executioner's axe territory, like 24 to 26. It's a pretty big leap, but it's bigger than battle axe. So think about that like that. With a -1, you now have to get to the battle axe, further than the battle axe. I mean, yes, you could use a giant club, but then it's like these guys are talking about giant spike clubs. Even they know you're not going to use a giant club because a giant club is just like a shitty version of a giant spike club, right? Like,
Pretty much.
ugh. So, Ultra, what is the problem here? Are there any problems that I haven't really like nailed? I think
I'll just add that the way that so when they're saying that you make up XP by training spells, the way that you train spells on an ogre is that you train the actual spell casting
yeah,
skill. You
you
don't
train the
train the
+1.
schools. You don't. So it's not like anyone was losing heaps of XP by training schools, because pretty much any spell you'd want to cast on an ogre, you'd only put, say, 2, 3, maybe 4 levels in anyway.
Yeah. If you guys have seen my Ogre Necromancer, which might be on the channel, I don't know. Look, like I've done a bunch of Ogre Mage at this point. Ogre Wizard, Ogre Necromancer, and Ogre like Fire Elementalist, I think. But essentially, Ultra is correct. You basically max out your spell casting, and then whatever's left over, you chuck into conjurations and conjurations, fire magic, or whatever, and then like fighting. That's pretty much how you train. You get a bit of dodging on the side, and that's about it. Like it doesn't really make a huge difference that it's -1 because again, unless you're going full caster, which is dumb because you could just play something else, um, like you're just going to be putting points into spell casting and then a tiny bit into your other spells anyway because it's a +1 compared to a -2. Low spell when you have low EXP requiring spells like summon butterflies, blink, apportation, all that crap, you just train spell casting because it trains all of them at once, kind of, and then you just train like 3 or so levels into each of the other ones, and it's like whatever. Great, that little amount of EXP is now the compensation for 24 Mason Flails for Giant Spike Club. It just doesn't seem like it's the right thought process. I don't know. Like, what do you think you could fix it, Ultra? If you were lead dev, quote unquote.
I would have just left ogres. I don't see
Oh.
why. I don't see what the problem is.
Like I'm yeah.
I don't know. It's not often that I find real issue with the devs. As in, I think the crawl devs are great, and on the whole, they've been taking the game in a great direction.
Except Harlech.
Yeah, but
Except,
even that.
No, not even that. Not even. No, you can't. I love it when my player just dies. I love it when I make the most rare resist in the game, the one that's the most important. I love it.
At least.
It's exciting when my character just takes 60 raw damage from a dude that is faster than him. It's so good. It's so good. You know what's better? When they come in packs. Oh yeah, let's put them in packs. Oh, C Invis, let's put those in there. Yeah. Just give them whatever. Oh, lightning around you? Just do it. Make it so that when they attack you, when they attack my dude, yeah, they get shocked too. It's good. It's a good strategy. No. Ultra, lightning is fucked. Elect damage is fucked, and I don't want anyone thinking it's not.
I agree that Elect could be tuned a bit, or at least this mindset that it's a quote luxury and quote resistance when it's almost everywhere in the game.
Remember those 20 times where I was speedrunning and I was going really well, and then I 1v1'd a goddamn Elect monster and I died? Remember those times? Every time? Whew, that was good. And remember the other time where I one-shot them because that's how swinging, fighting high evade enemies with high damage are? Yay, so good. So good. Alright.
Remember when you died 1v1 to a Caustic Shrike?
I haven't even, like, I'm so happy those things are rare, because, like, if they were common enemies, I would be, like, so out of my goddamn mind with them. Like, remember Iron Giants? Holy shit, remember when you had to fight one every single depths thing because they came in vaults, and they came randomly, and they just, like, decided to just mess your shit up with 70 damage, irresistible. Oh god, I'm getting PTSD. Oh, I'm getting triggered right now. Ultra, you just, oh, Iron Giants. And, you know, in my latest video, I actually had to fight, like, 10 of them. That's crazy. But anyway, so yeah, if I were to fix Ogre, or if I were to do the same thing that they would do, I wouldn't bother with this like short blades like staves crap. I would just be like, okay, Mason Flails 3 down to 1. It's still a change. It's just not so big that it makes ogres not want to play Mason Flails because it's silly.
Yeah, I would do the same thing. I think that is that makes more sense with what they're trying to go. As in, you're saying, okay, we make them a bit better at spells. We don't make them so all in on maces and flails. But if you nerf maces and flails on them so much that you would rather play polearms, that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time that ogres were a polearm class. I mean, like, really, like, I mean, like, you could be like, oh, but I really want to play maces and flails, but the real like solution would be don't pick maces and flails, pick polearms or staves, right? It really would not benefit you to go for such a high level weapon that you have to create yourself. A giant spike club is difficult to come by, especially one that's branded and like, sorry, an artifact branded giant spike club that you want to use is very hard to come by. You have to go Trog or Akawaru or get real lucky on your requires. Like, it's very difficult to find one that's actually suitable to use. Every other time, you're basically you're forcing the game to give you a weapon by brand weaponing your giant spike club you found on D10. You gotta enchant it to +9, and then you can use it, right? It's like a big journey. Now it's just like, why would I go through all that trouble when I can just get pole arms? And I'd be like, whatever, I'll just play like another race. It's fine. I can just get big fighting and then just pole arm my way through things, right? Oh, did Ultra? Did you die? Hello.
No, I didn't. But I'm actually gonna have to run. I'm sorry.
All right, Ultra has to run, so we have to leave now. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to press F to pay respects. I want to see that comment section light up. Also, if you want to flame me instead of disliking the video, please do in the comments, so at least I can talk back. Because disliking, I actually assume, is just you pretending, forgetting to press the like button and your mouse slipping. Because
It's just a
I have
misclick.
I have absolutely no way of figuring out why you didn't like the video. I don't know. So yeah, there you go. So
Maybe you didn't like me. I'll get sad too.
yeah, exactly. So if you want to hurt Ultra, make sure to like the video. I'll know that every single one of you guys that likes that video hates Ultra with all of your heart. Please, make sure it's done. So thank you guys for watching. Say goodbye, Ultra.
Goodbye, Ultra.
Goodbye, Ultra. And goodbye from me as well.